All right, diaspora. I'm gonna need us to come sit down and have us a little family meeting right quick, because I'm gonna need for all of our cousins in South Africa to come on this app and explain to me as to why we are making videos that are making fun of the Black American struggle, and why are we making videos that are making jokes and making light of the traumas that our ancestors have faced, because y'all are upset with Black Americans. Y'all are upset with the entirety of the Black American community over a parade that 90% of us didn't even know existed until yesterday. Like, I need to know why we are doing that.
What is going on, you guys, and welcome on another episode. If you're joining for the very first time, thank you for being here, and I appreciate you all for supporting the channel. If you haven't watched the last video that I posted, I will really advise you to go watch it, because then you're going to get the reason why all of this conversation, or how it led to this particular point. So basically, just a little breakdown. There was a parade that happened in New Orleans, in Louisiana, and it is called the Zulu Parade. There are so many videos from that parade circulating the media, and I think it got to the South African media, and they found that very disrespectful. They are even the original Zulu people. Now watching videos circulating the media tag as the Zulu Parade going viral and not representing them well kind of got them furious and got them so angry. They decided to correct them and let them know that this is so disrespectful, because nothing about this whole thing actually represents the Zulu culture. Like, if you guys can just do it well, and then Black Americans are responding saying this is something that has been going on for 100 years now, are you guys just coming out of the blues to start, correcting us? It led to a serious back and forth. It's a very serious conversation, a heated one at that. The diaspora war warrior people are sipping some tea on this one, because it is so freaking serious. So because it's so serious, and because Americans are now attacking South Africans, there is a South African lady going viral because she decided that it is going to be tit for tit and tat for tat. She decided to dress up as a slave, like parading in a garden or something, picking curtains, and even dancing to Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us. And a lot of people said that this is now taking it too far, because what do you mean dressing up as a slave or mocking them as a slave and all of that? You guys, the conversation is still pretty long. I don't know if I'll be able to have the video, but maybe you guys are going to see a clip, so just some few clips from it, but then I am just going to roll the clips. Our video now rolled up so many more Black Americans saying, you think you can do this, or we can do this better. So without wasting much time, let's just get straight into it.
Serious question. Are South Africans okay? We've all seen the dialogue going back and forth between South Africans and Black Americans in regards to the Zulu parade that happens during Mardi Gras in Louisiana. We've all said that that culture is practiced by a specific subset of Black people in America, which is exclusive to Louisiana. But I did not think that that would be lost enough that you guys will come back and make fun of slavery. Slavery.
They not like us. Like us.
Oh, hell nah. My map done grew out.
What do we have, ladies? A fucking clown. We are a stupid bitch. We are a fucking clown.
The craziest part about this video to me is that, one, it's not doing what you intended it to do. Two, you're making fun of all African Americans when we've all told you that only a subset of African Americans in Louisiana practice this Zulu parade. I hadn't heard of the Zulu parade 72 hours ago, just like you haven't heard of it. Majority of Black people in America have no idea what the Zulu parade is. But now you've come with this xenophobic video making fun of our ancestors' journey to America via the slave trade. You're making fun of the rice in the hair, which moms put rice and braided rice into their daughters' hair to give them escape routes. This is funny. Even if you did feel that the Zulu parade made a mockery of the Zulu people and made a mockery of who you are, and you have every right to do so, to make a video making fun of slavery does not equate you being offended that you feel like your culture is being misrepresented. I fear we have lost the plot completely. This will be the last time I even acknowledge South Africans online, because I feel like they're akin to British people. They hate Americans so much that they are waiting for the opportunity to be xenophobic and to call people dumb. I'm appalled. I never in my life would I think I would see other black people making fun of black people for being slaves. Y'all got it.
Video of her picking cotton, and I said, y'all have clean water, but y'all okay with her mocking my ancestors' struggle, which came out good for us because we're actually free. In the country, y'all say that we don't belong, but we're free here. More free than y'all is in your own country. Y'all not...
Ha 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 ha. Love's in freedom. If you're so free, Lala, wear a hoodie and go outside. Step outside. Catch me outside. How about that? At night in a hoodie. Oh, and in most of her videos, she always says, I'm black. No, she says, I'm American. Black American. But she wasn't black American when Kamala Harris needed votes. She went and voted for Trump. My sister, sit your ass down. Sit your nyash down.
See, I think the funniest part about this entire back and forth is that these exchanges of blows back and forth is happening almost entirely in English. Like, nobody is winning here. And then this. It's like a video of her dancing with what I assume is cotton in her hand. A South African, by the way. And this is why I feel like there's such a disconnect between just black people across the entire diaspora, because if we had like a general understanding of each other, I don't even think these types of jokes would even be made. Because she's not just throwing jabs at black people in New Orleans. This is attacking black people in Jersey, in New York, in Texas, in Maine, in California. Mind you, there's like a huge population of black people that don't even know what the hell a Zulu parade is. But for some reason, we're being attacked here in this video. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to wrap this up.
This kills me every time I see any African make fun of other Africans that happen to be enslaved from the continent of Africa. Did y'all hear that? They are thinking they're insulting African Americans when in fact we wasn't even in existence when that happened. I haven't forgotten about the Arab slave trade. So this young lady uses Kendrick Lamar, They're Not Like Us, and picking cotton. She is making fun of those from around that continent and making fun of her own people. Yeah, they're not like us.
They not like us. They not like us.
Oh, hell nah. My map done grew out.
She said her map has grown out. And what I've learned is that our African ancestors were smart enough to braid rice in their hair. So their intelligence literally came from the continent of Africa. Africa. And she thinks she's a comedian making fun of other Africans. Make it make sense.
So to my South Africans, love you. Beautiful people. Rich in culture, huge hearts. Stop arguing with black Americans from New Orleans. Stop. And to my black Americans, stop arguing with people from fucking South Africa. Knock it off. Because I want y'all to get up and I want y'all to look around. Who do you see? Because I see a puppet master in the making here. You can't tell me otherwise. There was some kind of CIA agent that has tainted the pool, and now everybody fighting with each other. You got South Africans saying, well, we don't back down. Ask the Nigerians. I'm sorry. What the fuck is going on? Wake up. Wake the fuck up. Pissing me the fuck off. All of you. Stop this nonsense immediately. Look at who you're arguing with. It's disgusting. Look at yourselves. Both parties. Making fun of the other person. Oh, well, we're the least colonized. Well, we're the least colonized. Who the fuck cares? Both of y'all, and me included. My country. We've been colonized. Just like your... Because guess who's pushing this argument? It's the Europeans, bruh. Come on. Come on. We both must do better than that. I will never hate Africans, no matter what they say. Because I know at the end of the day, that's the colonizer speaking. That ain't you. Wake up. Us going back and forth, arguing with each other. How we look. How we think. Our history. Comparing it. There ain't no fucking comparison. There will never be a comparison. Because we're not the same. What's the common denominator with Africans and Americans? That's our enemy. Not each other. I don't want to see this shit anymore on my page. Unacceptable from both parties. Yes, I said both. I'm holding both people accountable. Knock it the fuck off. You got the Europeans and the Asians laughing their ass off, watching us tear each other down to the bone. Because South Africans and Black Americans, especially from New Orleans, both ain't gonna back down. So what do you think we're gonna have a war to prove who's better? Please, y'all. This is really breaking my fucking heart. We gotta stop this shit today. I don't want to see it no.
I'm not sure if y'all seen this, but this girl posted this video. She's African. I'm not sure what tribe she's from or where she's from in Africa, because she only posted, you know, Africa on her content, and I didn't stay long. But I just want to say that what she's doing is in poor taste, definitely. And like, I have a few points I have to touch on, and y'all like to click off real fast. So let me just get to it. So what they're failing to realize is that in 1909, when the parade got started, possibly, just possibly, that our ancestors during that time was far closer to their heritage in Africa than what we are in 2025. So when they did it in 2025, because it is a celebration, it wasn't as, it doesn't look back then as it does now, because the African Americans now are so far removed from our African heritage and culture, right? So in 2025, it does look bad from this side of the town, because I'm from Florida. I'm a Floridian, born and raised, and it does look bad. It looked just as bad as the professional teams. You know how they had to switch because their mascots was Native Americans, and Florida State University need to also change their mascot from being Seminole, because you are cosplaying natives and it's ugly. But yeah, going off on a tangent. But yeah, I think this conversation could have been had in a more intelligent way instead of doing this. Because, like, baby, if you was over here, you would be in the same position as us. And if you was to come over here thinking you're better than Black Americans and you run up in the wrong town, guess who you're going to call? The African American people who ancestors used to pick cotton for help. Because they don't like you either. And it's such an ignorant thing to do. It's such an ignorant stance and point of view to do. And it's so disgusting to see the comments of other Africans in the comments. Oh, well, the Americans must be asleep. Oh, they must be that. Or like, y'all think that y'all are more educated than us. You think you have more couth than us. You like, where is it? And it's so funny is that we are raised to be happy to see other Black people. Don't y'all get in the comments talking about in elementary you was called names, because I was called everything too. I was called Blackie. I was called everything because I'm dark skinned. So I was called the same things that you were called if you came over here. The same things. So let's not talk about that. All dark skinned people was called that. I promise you. Everybody has a story. So don't talk about what happened with you in elementary. But yeah, this is ugly. It's very ugly. And maybe New Orleans should think about switching it, because it does look like it's in poor taste in 2025.
I'm going to make a controversial video, and all I'm going to do is reference what happened over this parade for one last time. There is now a video floating around of a South African woman dressing up as a slave to make fun of the Zulu parade in reference to all Black Americans. I'm starting to see that this entire situation is very evil. The amount of South Africans that are very comfortable, like, causing war over this parade in one state of 20,000 that many of us have acknowledged, many of us cannot change, and then y'all saying things like, if the shoe fits, because somebody dresses up as a slave and does all of that. And then when Black people try to explain to y'all how all of this even came about, you don't care. You're angry. Some of y'all get evil. Y'all have been evil. Do you understand me? Evil over a parade. I think there's something extremely wrong with y'all for the amount of South Africans that have gone on my page, bullied me, sent death threats. Some of y'all are even getting blocked, getting your comments deleted, and are coming back, going on for days, making fake accounts over an opinion, over a parade that once again doesn't stand for all of us. So the entire South African continent now has waged war socially and culturally with African Americans after many of us have explained and put ourselves in a position to be attacked over this parade, to just simply give some information so that y'all can stop being so angry. And what's crazy is I've seen so many South African Black people come in to be evil, spiteful, and to go back and forth with Black Americans. And I've never seen y'all do that to white people. I never seen y'all do that to Elon. I never seen y'all do that to anybody else. And I think it's sad, and I think it's evil, because it's gotten to a point. I just saw another famous creator who only said, I'm from Detroit. Why are y'all doing slave stuff to make fun of us now over a parade that some of us aren't even in the state for? I don't even think y'all are conscious to understand how far Detroit is from fucking New Orleans. We have to defend ourselves, because like I had to defend myself. The Zulu parade didn't get brought up to me by Africans that cared. It actually, what people don't even understand why on my page I started getting death threats, was because there was a half-out South African K-pop stan that while I was making a video about South Korean history that goes back to 1977 of them doing blackface of African Americans, and also disrespecting African people as well, kicking y'all out of stores, kicking y'all out of places, kicking y'all also out of the country as well, to that point, over racism, literally. And it got to a point where I acknowledged the Zulu parade and that they can change the name. When I had a conversation with multiple South Africans that weren't even Zulu, I did my due diligence I researched the history. I explained to them multiple fucking times that I understand your offense, but the origination over the 100 years that cultivated that parade was never meant and is not made to make fun of you. That is not what's happening. On top of that, y'all don't even understand Jim Crow racism culture, nor do you fully even understand Mardi Gras, because that's part of all of that. There's 3 cultures happening there at once. There's 3 histories playing out at once. You won't even be conscious across the world to hear me out, because you don't even know that. It's crazy to me because not once, and I did this case study to prove that there's an issue here. Not once, if you go through my comment section, did I ever, once I was attacked and death threats, did I ever turn this camera on and spew hatred the way that it got thrown to me. So I specifically, and you could see every freaking morning, there's over hundreds of comments. If I refresh it an hour later, there'll be 100 more. Same thing that goes with followers, comments, likes, and all of that. There's greatness coming out of anything that touches me. But the fact I had to like, y'all, like I was getting spiritually attacked too over this. Like I had to put up 2 more wards. I also, a few of y'all, you're gone now, because Not only did I had to wait to block you so that it can put you in the spell. Yes. Some of y'all also made fake accounts to come back just to be hateful. Like, I blocked them, and I know that this is the same person because they come back on a user 12345 account and say the same exact comment that they kept repeating. And I mean, not just saying the same comment in the same font. I mean, taking a comment, okay, putting it on their account with their face. I block them because I have a conversation with them trying to be like, thinking I'm trying to be intelligent. Like, because people don't get it. I had conversation with Zulu people. I had conversations with South Africans, even the ones that left comments. And you know what I'm saying? And some of them literally started following me after we had a conversation. Because I just wanted to let them know, like, hey, bro, it's no hate. Like, I told people, like, I want to go to South Africa after this, but not for the reasons y'all think. And it's so sad the way that y'all have banded together. I've never seen that many South Africans band together for anything else. You know that? You understand that? You know, Black Americans are a very small group of Black people when it comes to African descendants of slaves, and especially when it comes to the geography of all of us. The fact that all of y'all on social media banded together to do something like this without context, to understand that, one, all Black Americans are not participating or dealing with this. Like, to say that this is one town of 20,000 shows you how small of an issue this is and how it doesn't encapsulate all of Black Americans. But y'all took it that way, didn't care that it wasn't that way, and all of y'all banded together. Somebody told me I should be shot. A lot of y'all are saying that, yeah, good thing y'all have Trump. Some of y'all are saying, where's the police at? I can't breathe. You do know, if I were a hateful, evil person, the things that I would say would never amount. You know, I can't do anything about this because you're being evil and I'm never going to be like you. There's a reason why I got followers. I have made videos and thousands of people heard what I said. Y'all have to be hateful. You have to go behind fake accounts. You have to say, like, I'm just going to put up random things I've seen on the internet. And know that anything that you see that was put towards me was never something I did to someone else. Cussing you out because of how you've been acting, because of the death threats, because of the hateful comments. Yes, I did. I cussed you out. That's the best you can give me. I never once said, oh, but this, oh, but that. And the reason I'm making another video is because I just saw a creator I follow with way more followers than me. And y'all still are like mentally disturbed and stupid. That's the only reason. I'm just gonna. So a South African woman, after all of this time, went and did a video of a slave and did all of that for the purpose of literally a gotcha moment. Your people are dying, my people are dying. Your people are dying at a higher rate, like a higher rate. You have China, Japan, Korea, everybody's in your shit. Your people are dying. If something happens right now and y'all are stuck with what you're stuck with, who do you think is going to have to advocate for you in America? It's not even about like, we do so much for you. Like, sis, really get realistic right now. We look the same. We are one and the same, despite, like, I talked about white supremacy because I was trying to get y'all to understand that we're not separate so much in that white supremacy. We come from a lot of the same struggles, but it's a different font, a different culture, and a different socioeconomic situation. But some of y'all, how dare you? How dare you? Why would you do something like this? I've never seen y'all treat South Africans that would, white people that hate y'all. Never. And the fact that I didn't even get to post the screenshots and I have to post the screenshots on another video or on my story, I think is even sadder. Mind you, this is all about the South African lady making fun and doing the joke, talking about it's a response. You see it down there, right? How mentally ill can you be? How mentally ill can you be? Mind you, her comments are way more tame than mine. And all she said was,
I couldn't even believe that what was meant to be a cultural exchange, learning moment, and all of those good stuff led into a lot of back and forth and a lot of war, to a point where, this lady is now dressing up as a slave, picking curtains and dancing to Kendrick Lamar song, just, parading as a slave on the media to, kind of throw back the jabs at Black Americans for coming at them, for correcting them about the Zulu parade and how it does not stand with the Zulu culture. It does not represent what the Zulu culture actually stand for. In my opinion, I feel like the South African people have every single right to be just riled up a bit. So the representation from the video, I think every other person will be riled up as well. I feel like the Black Americans are coming from a point of the fact that this has existed for over a decade now, and how is it now that it's becoming a problem for them? Like, why is it not a problem now for something that has been going on since 1909? I think, if I'm correct, please, you can correct me in the comment section. It was supposed to be a cultural exchange time, a learning curve. It got into a strong diaspora war. South Africans are not backing up. Americans as well are not backing up. So it is a very serious conversation. What do you guys think about this lady dressing up as a slave for a comeback to Black Americans who are, coming at them for speaking on their Zulu parade? Like, there are so many Black Americans online, and some of them are even agreeing to the fact that for this particular one, Black Americans need to sit this one out, which is the question that I'm about to ask you guys right now. If you have been following the conversation, do you think Black Americans need to sit this one out, as people who have been very vocal about cultural appropriation and holding people, accountable when they at the site of cultural appropriation? Do you think that they should sit this one out and, act accordingly and just say, you know what, we don't really know much about this Zulu? Hopefully there's going to be a correction moving forward. Or do you think the South Africans are overreacting? Because I see so many Black Americans videos as well talking about how they are overreacted. Do you think they are overreacting? Just take a look at, somebody coming out to misrepresent you. Like, it's a tribe, it's your pride. You're so proud about where you come from. You're from the Zulu tribe. Then coming online to see people practicing what does not actually represent your tribe will get you riled up, right? If it's not going to get you riled up, let me know in the comment section, because I want to know exactly this conversation. I think that both parties wants to be right. That's exactly how I feel. I just feel like the Black Americans want to be right on this one, and South Africans as well are telling them that this is right. Like, this is the right thing. You guys are wrong. Black Americans are saying you are the ones who are wrong. We are right because this has been happening for over a decade. Let me hear what you guys think about this whole conversation. Have you been following the conversation on TikTok or even on Twitter? Because these two hubs are where people actually have the real conversation. Let me know where you're following the conversation and what you think about this conversation of the Zulu parade that happened in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States. Let's have this conversation in the comment section, and I am going to see you guys in the next one.